Panarisi with Black Rock Galleries Auction Ninja, and I'm here in Guilford, Connecticut. I just pulled up to the house. It is a really old historic house, and it is chock full of treasures. And these are pretty few and far between for us, because these multi-generational houses, and this one has been in the family for over 100 years, and maybe longer than that, they are rare. So we're going to go in and take a look. We're going to have a great day. I'm here with my buddy Sam. I'm going to introduce you to Sam, and then we're going to go in. What do you got for us?
We got a really interesting house here in Guilford, multi-generational. We're going to go and pick and see what we can find.
All right, come on, let's go. So I hear Chris outside. He's with Amston Home Transitions. I'm going to get him in here because he's spent a lot of time here and he knows more about the property than anyone else right now.
No, they had a bunch of. Oh no, he hung them up out there. But...
Yeah, they were hung up on the wall.
Good morning. Hi, Chris. Hi, Priscilla. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good, good. So, wow, you're on camera. That's it. You're not shy. It's all right.
Overwhelming this too.
Oh my goodness, this is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Yeah.
It is a bit. We just got to the point where we said, well, this is more than we can, deal with. I mean, you don't know how much stuff we throw
needed
out.
it to go to the right place. That's more of what it
We
was.
had,
So
what,
Yep.
like eight of those big
Yep.
Hey, roll offs.
things
Oh,
in
yeah.
the back.
Oh yeah, we filled 4 or 5 of those already. So
Yeah.
yep, we did a number, but everything that was worth saving is definitely we made sure we set aside.
There's
So
some stuff I'm sure.
because there was this room, as you can see, from floor to ceiling was completely covered in books. You couldn't actually see the walls because there were so many books. And so, but that was the room that the mice went in. And so they went through everything. They had all these books. So every book we could save is saved. But
No kidding.
There was
Lots,
so many books
yeah,
back there that were
lots
just
of them.
completely, the middle was completely eaten out,
You had that job.
That was the first day. But again, we got into that first room, and that's when we noticed the
But
the
the
valuable books
Dickens
and stuff.
set of Dickens, all the Dickens books are
It's
in
still there, yep.
You
Yeah,
got the
so that's-
Dickens. Well, we saved him at least. So how long have you lived here?
I've lived here full time since 1977.
19.
But before that, I was married in 56. So we used to come from Hartford down here for weekends. So I've actually been associated with the house since the 50s, late 50s. That's when we got married.
That's a long time.
Long time, yeah.
So there's a lot of things in this house that look like they're pre-19th century. And so how
Yeah.
did they get here?
That would have been Grandpa. That would have been my husband's grandfather. David, who was also, so the 3 David G. Baileys. The original one came over from Scotland. He was a journalist and he was sort of an intellectual and a literary man, He was literary secretary for Andrew Carnegie,
shorthand.
among other things. Anyway, and he was a lot of editor for a lot of different journals and a lot of different magazines and different newspapers. Anyway, so he was the book collector of that collected most of the really old things, and we have a lot of. You came across some of his orders to book houses ordering these different books that he wanted.
In the 60s or 70s or even earlier?
No. He died in
1800s,
1938,
Yeah.
I think.
So a lot of the orders that he was putting through were late 1800s, and
No kidding.
and they
Yeah.
were coming from the biggest Edinburgh.
Mostly
is
from Scotland.
Mostly
yeah.
from Scotland. So Edinburgh University was a big thing we kept coming across, the
Right.
stamps from their books and stuff like that.
Well,
so,
he went to Edinburgh,
Yep.
to the University of Edinburgh.
so he kept buying books basically kind of after, from what we could tell, he kept ordering books once he came here. He kept ordering
Kept
books from
doing
there.
it. It
Yeah,
was sort of his hobby.
stamps.
Yeah.
But he spoke 5. Didn't you say he spoke 5 languages?
Yep,
He
5 languages.
spoke,
Yep, Latin, Greek,
Latin, Greek,
Hebrew.
English,
There's
French.
about 6 or 7
and
Hebrew
Hebrew.
Bibles in there from the 1600s, 1700s.
So you've been working in here, Chris, for how long?
About
August,
August,
early
yeah.
August.
Yep.
So that's a long time. So I'm
Yep.
sure you found some treasures.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
We've come across some of the bigger items. Like I said, the biographies.
You want to show me?
Yeah.
Let's see what you found.
Yep.
You want to go with the?
Bailey pottery. There it is.
Yeah? That's probably Dave, my husband. I don't know how it ever got in a box. He was an artist, and he used to have to take a course in pottery, and he hated it.
Woo! Sam, how old is that piece of newspaper we got over here?
I was gonna look at
The
that.
stuff was $75 upstairs. What do you got?
It was 89 cents a pound for ground beef, I just saw. 77.
1977.
Yeah.
God. I know a place that still sells ground beef for that price.
I don't know if you're buying beef.
What do you got? Oh,
Dalton.
wow. Wow, there you go, Antonio. We did it. We did it. Sam did it. We found something. Hey, Sam. Check this out.
So it looks like a little knife box, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
But look how long it's been in that spot for.
Oh my gosh. Is it a knife box?
I don't know.
It's a decanter box.
How cool is that?
Is the decanter just around? Is the decanter in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Beautiful.
a nice
That's
thing,
the
isn't
decanter.
it?
Yeah, too bad it's got the chip in it, but the box is awesome. Think about what you could stash in there, Sam. Lots of goodies, huh?
It's probably been sitting there for 30 years.
God, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, that's been there. That's been in the family forever. Everybody always liked it. This is more.
I like that little inlay shell that is on the top.
Really not sure about some of those things. It's not
Yeah.
ugly, but you never know.
I don't think it's ugly. It's just not. It's not Tiffany or Steuben, but it's another maker. It's not bad quality. It could even be Czechoslovakian. It's early art glass. Oh, we'll sell it.
That's a strange looking one too, but it's rather beautiful when you look at
Yeah,
the,
it should be.
dove on the bottom and then the
Yeah, it's like a late.
camellias or something or other like that.
It's a Satsuma vase. It's not marked, but it's a late Satsuma, probably from the 30s, Japanese.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a good big piece. Got
Isn't it
some
so weird that yesterday,
doggies.
randomly, a call from Guilford came in, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be in Guilford tomorrow.
Does-
First call I've gotten in Guilford in 6 months.
Oh, that's a wine press. Italian wine press.
Wow,
I don't
the thing
think-
is heavy.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, we got a little...
Wow, look at the size of this blackthorn cane.
Yeah, beautiful, but
Oh,
when you get to my apartment, I got several different blackthorns, but that one was too big for me.
when I get to your apartment,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at Chester Village. I took some very nice things,
wow.
so I'll keep you all in mind. When
This
I
is
take
a-
the bucket, you can.
No, don't say things like that. Oh, this is a fun group. The Terrier's great. We got the blackthorn. This is another piece of blackthorn, and it looks like it's
That's
got.
grandma's cane.
That's
A
grandma's
lady's
cane?
cane, yeah.
A lady's cane.
I think it says Hayes on it. That was her name. Hays.
Sure does.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a great group. Oh, somebody will be excited.
Really?
Yeah.
Got rid of some canes, but most of the ones I got rid of were really pretty sharp.
I'm gonna make
This
some
is
room
more
here.
Uncle Hugh stuff. I recognize that. Meisland?
Copenhagen.
There used to be a lot of that. Oh, this.
You guys are reading the funnies? Anything good?
No.
Sam, that's it. You went to the bottom?
Yeah.
What are these? Okay. I don't blame you for not looking at that. Okay. Nice. This is the dirtiest you've ever gotten, Sam.
It is.
Yeah, you gotta put up with it in this place.
All right, what else we got? So we could add that
This
to
hasn't been opened. I
Tchotchke
don't know
group.
what's in there.
You think a rat's gonna jump out us or what?
Oh no, it's a lock.
It's a what?
I don't know whether it's locked. You have to break it.
Some scrap jewelry parts.
You know what?
Nothing bother.
I think I'm good. We got our little box of old currency here. And we got some, interesting paper notes. We'll have to check those out later. We got some it looks like some coins we could go and spend. Nothing exciting in there. Same thing in there. Looks like change. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's probably an old Roman or Greek coin. Maybe just a V nickel in there. Nothing too exciting. Okay, we got some organs. 1906, 1900. There's a common day at Liberty. So we've gotten these that are all very gently folded over. Some bust cap. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Bust cap dimes. Looks like a really old quarter. All right. So you know what, guys? Maybe we'll have some coins to sell you. That looks like it's going to be fun. In the attic now. We have all of this old art that we're digging through. That, oh God, it just hasn't been out of this paper in a really long time. So this is dated 1975. And let's see what we're doing right in here. Diploma. And we've got a little watercolor. Okay. Go through this column. If there's anything interesting. Okay. Kind of a mid-level painting. I found a couple of things so far. There's a George Washington engraving. She's a watercolor. And she's signed right there. 1899. Boy, the screen is pretty nice.
Isn't that gorgeous? It's teak wood.
Yeah. Well, all hand carved, huh?
Yeah, it's in good condition too.
Is it all the same, or all the scenes just thistle?
No, every panel's different.
No kidding. Where'd you guys get it from?
It was my grandmother's, came out of my grandmother's house in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. And it's gotta be, probably was a wedding present, or it might have been, they had a sea captain in the family. He might have brought it back. I don't know where she got it.
I'll tell you what, we're going to put in the truck. We're going to sell it. Priscilla, what are these?
This is the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel under construction.
Okay.
My father-in-law was the chief engineer on the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel.
No
also
kidding.
The Baltimore Harbor Tunnel. That's what that bolt is from. And various tunnels. So it's in the biography.
Okay.
So this is a whole bunch of them in New York City.
They're building the tunnel.
They're driving the tunnel under the, what is it, Hudson River?
Okay.
And this is the process. So I don't think, there's the shield. It's a shield-driven tunnel. That's the shield there. I don't know what this is, all different kinds of cement. But his partner designed the, it was Singstad and Bailey, and Singstad designed the the way, to get the air to go through.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
So here they're carving out the tunnel. They're putting all the steel in.
They're driving
Yep.
the tunnel and then reinforcing it. Drive it a little further and then reinforce it.
I don't know if they're driving anywhere. It looks like they're just kind of standing around. I think they're having a union break.
I don't know what they're doing. Over here, I can tell.
All right, there's another one?
This one.
Okay.
This one is the same tunnel from the top. And this guy on the side.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this guy on the side over here somewhere. He's got his hand up. He's directing the crane operator who's lowering down the pieces to go into the tunnel, which goes that way.
Sure, I think he's doing a coffee order. I think he says, "Hey, what do you guys want over here?"
Another guy here, they're really taking it easy.
Oh, he's taking it easy.
Yeah,
No, he's the foreman.
This is the, not aeration shaft, what would you say? Ventilation. They have to be ventilated, obviously, down there. The thing about it was that they had a lot of illnesses. The men that worked were sandhogs. Have you ever heard of them? The sandhogs in New York City.
No. Let's take a look at the other
guys
one.
that worked on the tunnels. Very dangerous work, as you might expect, and a lot of them got the bends, which is a horrible thing.
Oh, so she was a female engineer.
She was not an engineer. She
Not
was
an engineer,
artist.
an artist.
She was an artist.
And she just did illustrations.
Illustrations of industrial sites in New York City in the 40s.
Why don't we make her an engineer? It sounds more interesting.
Well, what's interesting about her is that she escaped the Nazis, and by a very clever method. She was married to one of the big-time Nazis. She was a Jewish girl.
Oh.
And she was married to him, and she dressed up in an amazing uniform, having a party downstairs, and got out. Well, they're just rocks.
They're just rocks?
Yeah. Somewhere you're going to find a box of arrowheads. That's just those.
Yeah, like that actually looks like an old tool.
No, those are arrowheads.
These are arrowheads.
Either arrowheads or they're chips. Now that's a good thing. That's a
No, that looks like a good thing.
It's a pestle. It's what they used to use to grind the corn and stuff with.
And so you're saying
There's going
these
to be
are
arrowheads in there, and there's going to be stuff that isn't.
Huh. All right. Little pair of bisque knotters. We got maybe a Copenhagen cat. We got some cloisonne. It looks like 5 pieces of it. Unfortunately, that one is dinged. But, even the dinged ones will sell for a couple of dollars. So we're going to take that group. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Ugh. All right. Could you just tell me about this
Yes.
again? Yeah.
Okay. This is General Montgomery,
Okay.
and this is Hugh Bailey, who's president of United Press International, and he was interviewing him.
Okay.
And it looks like it was in the field. Looks like a field office beneath the tent and all that. And anyway, wherever it was, he was describing to Hugh their plans, battle plans for, and I cannot pronounce it, Antion or it was the battle that was a turning point in the war, actually.
Okay.
And it was Montgomery was the one that was in charge of it. And I don't think I wrote it down. And why I didn't, I don't know. And these are the battle plans that he sketched out. And he threw them in the wastebasket, walked out the door, and Uncle Hugh just reached in and picked them up.
No kidding.
As a souvenir, yeah. And then they put it together here.
It's a great plan.
Battle of El Alamein. That's it. I can never remember the name.
That's all right.
El Alamein. Decisive battle won by the British and U.S. forces. Okay, so I'll leave that with it. I did write it down.
Very cool, though.
Yeah. it
See,
is
the
interesting.
planes are very decisive. You go this way, they go this way.
Yeah, I know. Uncle Hugh had this in his apartment in New York City for years, and my mother-in-law broke down the apartment and she kept it.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Couple of ingredients. Silver plate. take this. This one's sterling. You know what, Pedro? It's probably easier. Yeah, take, and then you guys could even go back and like this. Just fill it up.
Remember, it's a modern watercolor, as you can see.
Yeah. Well, modern, maybe from the
but
60s,
it's local.
though.
Yeah, it's from the 60s. It's a local stream Miggs was familiar with because she did a lot of fishing.
Yeah, it's got
And
a
I
great
believe
look,
it's in
though.
North Madison. That's just an empty frame.
Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like a tramp art frame. Wow.
Yeah, these, I think you might, I guess you're interested in these.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. There's 3 of these. These 2 here, 1 over there. I really like to play the...
All this stuff could go over here, Pedro. Got some frames.
The castanets.
And those are sterling.
Look at that.
Sterling frames.
Oh yes, that's Florence MacDonald and Bronnie Prince Charlie. Scottish, of course.
It's like
It's
a
just a print.
chromolithograph, yeah.
Old print.
What do you got in here, Sam?
This is that painting that I had shown you a picture of.
And so you were hoping that this was a real Mauricio Trillo. Well, Sam, I just want to congratulate you. It is a real Mauricio Trillo print. It has a value of nothing. And, so for those of you guys who find stuff like this, this is a textured print. And if you saw it in person, you know it's really flat. But when you come up to it and you look at this texture, the texture above it has nothing to do with the paint strokes.
You can see the
below.
pixelation there.
Could you
too.
really?
Yep.
You got good eyes, Sam.
Tang Shu.
I don't know. It's awesome, though. It's got great colors. What's in here? Well, I don't know. Why don't we... I'm sure this is saleable. Why don't we take this, Antonio, go right in the truck with this because it's just in our way. It's got easels in it. It's got a couple of easels. This is kind of cool. I'm sure that's a family member. Hey, Sam. This is a really cool piece, too. Priscilla? Is she here, Sam?
Yeah, so it's in the back, I think.
Okay. You could take those, that big pair of candlesticks.
Yep. Look at this.
I guess we'll take this whole box. Wow. Hey, Pedro, check this out. Look at the size of this.
Oh, telescope. Nice.
It's a great one. Those are decanter tops.
Sam?
So we got this. There's no DC. There's no Marvel. This is all Disney.
All
There's
original
Walt
Disney.
and there's also a few Lance. There's some Lance in there, about 4 or 5 of them, I think. And yeah, don't get them out of order. Because
No. I'm just.
Did you put them in the plastic? So they were in the plastic.
Everything's been there.
My husband did the whole thing.
Yeah.
He had them in a trunk, and when the trunk came
All
in,
in chronological order.
Number 1 is here too.
I didn't pull enough
That's
out.
number
This is
100.
104.
I don't know which box. We've got 3 boxes, so I don't know what's in what
Dividers
box.
in here.
This is number 238. Oh, if they're in order, they're in a weird order.
108.
They're listed. I don't think he put them in date order. I don't know. I don't think so.
But they look like they're in beautiful condition.
Yeah, that was the best part.
Yeah. I don't know what the
noticing
market is
stuff.
for 1940s Disney comic books.
It's pretty much. Yeah, that's like most of the scrap change. We're in
Scrap
those.
change.
Oh, this was supposed
I'd
to be
say
something.
go to Starbucks and get a coffee, but this won't even pay for creamer.
This was something that
Walt Disney.
that Steve found. I don't know. He said that was a good one, a good coin.
Because you know what? It's
It's a mismark.
he's right. It's a misdye.
Yeah.
And then there's another one too. That I thought was a mismark.
I know one of the Scottish swords does have the king's head.
The king's
Stamps.
head.
Yeah, king's head stamps when they were used for the royal family. I think it's this one. I believe.
Where's the broadsword?
Yeah. That top one there.
With some handguard on that.
I'm telling you. You're picking up.
Those are known as
That's it,
basket
yeah.
hilts.
So as you
yeah.
can see when it has the stamps like that.
Broadswords.
And that's all original hilt and
Well,
everything.
was I
It's-
glad to see those hadn't rusted.
see the original leather and everything in there, the leather guard.
Yep, big old piece of leather. Hand doesn't get
All
all cut
hand
up.
hammered. All the hearts were done by hand. And stuff's like,
Yeah, very cool.
yeah.
Too bad we didn't have these a few days ago for Halloween.
That's. I had a costume that would have been perfect for that too.
I have a skull out of the portrait that had.
Is it real? No.
My husband was an artist and he bought it.
Yes. So this is most of the. All the
Okay,
World
so the
War
Civil
II
War
stuff
stuff
here.
we think is mostly over there, isn't it, Chris? I think, yeah.
So this is.
We have a Civil War uniform in there.
But so we were kind
World
of
War-
going through,
1, 2, yep.
and I think they had a reenactment uniform.
Go on, Sam, give that a blow.
I know how to play it.
Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam.
So that's the one. So they picked this up on the battlefield at Gettysburg,
That's really cool.
Powderhorn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was at Gettysburg. I was trying to remember the name of the battle. Antion, does that, or
Antion, that was it. Yep.
Is that,
That was
I
the
don't know how to
battle.
spell it.
Those are all World War I helmets, huh?
Yep. Yeah. So these were picked up too.
Yes, my
And
husband's
the original.
father was in the World War
It's even
I.
got his name in there too.
And that would be David G. Bailey.
Private David
And-
G. Bailey, right there on the
and,
inside.
Wow.
We
Is
have
his.
this-
Isn't that crazy?
That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of this.
Oh, and here you go. There's the one. That's the one that somebody's gonna be looking for. It's a German, World War One.
No. Well, they're worth more money when there's holes in them.
You
Yeah,
know they got it good.
exactly.
Boy Scout, I think.
No, better not be Boy Scout.
He does. There's just some Boy Scout stuff in here. It's the original gas pack.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
in
we
beautiful
got the gas
condition.
mask from the First
Yeah,
World War.
terrible.
Mm-hmm. Some zip bag. Oh, you have the epaulets, correct?
I don't know where they are.
I think they're over there.
I
in
hope
one of those
we got
boxes. So she has epaulets from a
That's from the other side. That's
from
from
a
the Civil War.
Civil War uniform. Here's skivvies.
I'm just gonna pause one. Wow, Antonio, there enough dust on this thing or what? Give it a good wiping.
I don't think you want to
All
stand.
right, come on, let's see what comes off of that. Ah. I'll tell you what though, the chair's got good bones. It's a beautiful antique chair. Lots of dust on it. Look at that. Gonna write our name in it. But you know what? I think somebody will. I don't know.
Buy that.
At least $20. Maybe more.
More. Honestly, not.
All right.
You know, gotta get it cleaner.
All right, we gotta get cleaner. These are great. Got carved lines. This is all hand carved, by the way. All oak. Woo! Making it happen.
This is really one of those jobs.
Which what, Sam?
90% of the value is in 10% of the stuff, right?
Yep. Maybe even less. Oh.
This is a Uncle Hugh's scrapbook from Second World War with all kinds of war pictures.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
Michael will love that.
Okay.
That's great. Thank you.
So you want to put it with his stuff?
Yeah, with the war. Yep. Put this with the World War II box.
Yeah.
Boy, it's a big truck for today. Pedro, you guys are optimistic. I think you needed a truck like a quarter of that size.
The only one available.
Okay, we're taking off. Hi, Priscilla.
Hello.
Okay, Sam and I are done.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get in touch with Chris, tell him that we've kind of picked over everything and that he can clear it out the rest.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm here with my buddy Sam. We're wrapping up our day, and I don't know about you, Sam, but I feel pretty
I
disgusting.
think we're all in need of a shower.
This house was so dusty and dusty and not grimy, but it's just hasn't been vacuumed in probably, what do you think, Sam?
15 years, 20 years.
So we're getting out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and follow this auction, and thanks for bidding with us. Goodbye, Pedro. Thank you.